G'day everyone, Dr. James here with another vet tip, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to apply topical medications like parasite prevention onto a cat. My volunteer, somewhat reluctant, is Whiskey.
We apply spot-on parasite prevention for cats and dogs on the back of their neck. This location on the back of the neck is chosen because it's difficult for the pet to lick it off. What you want to do is part the hair along the back of the neck using your fingers. I'm using my thumbs here. And you'll be able to see soon there's a clear sort of white line in between the fur. There it is. What you want to do is keep your product nearby and ideally open it prior to parting the hair. Otherwise, like I have to in this video, you're going to have to reposition your pet again. Once you've got the hair parted and you can see the skin exposed, you want to squeeze the tube gently and apply the liquid as evenly as you can to that exposed skin. And if you find you have excess liquid, you can pick another spot on the back of the neck just next door where you part the hair again and apply the remaining liquid there. If you've got two pets and they tend to lick each other, you might need to separate them for a while after application so they don't lick the medication off. And you've got to double check that the product is appropriate for your pet. Some products designed for dogs are extremely toxic for cats.
So, a couple things that are very helpful when you've got a cat you're applying topicals to is a table. A table's great because it just means it's much easier to control them. If you're trying to reach, bend over and do it on the ground, that can be a bit of a challenge. It means also you can do things like, use your elbows to help you with their body. So that way, when I'm doing things with my fingers, I'm using my whole arms to help restrain the pet. It makes life a little bit easier. Couple other quick pointers for cats and topical products is you want to make sure that you've got the weight accurate. Get a weight by just using the scales or from the clinic, but you need to be certain that you're using a product that's appropriate for them. Each parasite prevention will usually be based on the weight of the pet. So you also don't want to buy lots of it for young animals because as they grow, they're going to outgrow that weight group. Another thing that you want to do is make sure you're using the appropriate product, and you can just ask the vet in your area. Depending on where you live, there'll be different parasites, different levels of concern, so they can give you advice on that. Make sure that you don't wash them, or if your cats like to get wet, that they don't jump in the shower or anything else immediately afterwards. And then if you read the instructions on the packet, that will give you more specific guidelines. You want to make sure you've got something yummy, give them a couple of treats for afterwards so that they get rewarded every time they do this, and that way they'll be a little bit more likely to be compliant, be happy for you to do it. And finally, you just want to watch them for the next week or two after you've put it on. Occasionally they can have responses to the medication, like an adverse reaction. It can do things like irritate the skin. Sometimes, rarely, maybe about 1 in 100, a little bit of hair will come out or something nasty like that. And if that happens, that means that product just isn't the choice for you and your pet. You'll have to pick something else. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for more vet tips.